course, we have our guest today, which is...
Hi, it's Riviera again.
And today we have a rather fun topic for you guys. We'll be hunting some random beast in the background, if you care. Before anyone comments on either one of us, we're not professional Monster Hunter players. I play this game because I like the looks of it, and I like fighting things. I never meant it to be good. And she just started.
Yeah.
Now that all the bullshit's out of the way. By the way, massive trigger warning. We will be talking about religion and philosophy in this video. If you don't like it, click on something else.
Please, we will not be dealing with your comments.
Cool.
If you have a problem with it, just please go to the next video.
Or the previous one. Or the one from 6 months ago. Whichever. I don't care. So, I feel like it's only fair that we start with the basics. Riviera, would you mind explaining what the basics are in your end of like religion and main philosophy and everything?
For the Norse culture, back when the Vikings were fully around, basically anyone who died in the field of battle were given a great honor. They were accepted into Valhalla. Many actually, well, it was one of the greatest honors because, you know, a Valkyrie would come down and would take them to Valhalla, or Odin's wife Freya would pull them into the fields where she would have her technical army. She got first pick of the battle.
Real quick, do you want to do a special arena against a Baroth while we do this?
Ooh, okay.
Thought you might be interested. Alright, this is a 3-star. Quest accepted. Okay, go ahead and go in whenever you're ready, and please continue. Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay. Well, the reason why I chose that as my religion is because... Oh, wait. I can't see it on the thing.
Did you hit join quest?
Yeah, it's just there's nothing else there.
Oh, that's a special arena, right? That's why. Never mind. Mobby. Okay, but please continue. I will inform you when I have figured out how to fucking play this game.
Okay. Well, the reason why I picked it as my religion is because they had a lot of great honor for their people. When you actually read and research about about the Viking history, you realize women actually had the right of Congress, or basically they had the ability of voting in the husband's stead. They had the right for divorce, kind of like how very few cultures actually had. If a woman ever decided the fact that she was done in a relationship, she could break off a marriage or anything else like that.
Real quick, would you rather fight a Baroth or a Tobi Kadachi?
Either one.
We're going against Tobes.
Okay.
Toby's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Real quick, if I may interject, I've called myself a Christian skeptic in the past. That is true, and that's also false. My religion is very weird, and it has multi-stages. So you could say I'm like an onion. I have layers. Anyway, I'm sorry for interjecting. I just had to say that, and I know I will forget to.
It's okay. One of the few things is when the basically early version of the church actually came over to Scandinavia.
You can also join the quest whenever you want. Should be. Sorry.
Alright.
We are going to be interrupting each other a lot in this video. Please bear that in mind.
Most likely we are.
Because I can imagine. I'm gonna just say this now. It's probably gonna be at one point in time, Rivera or I will be explaining some of our beliefs and some of our backstory, and then we will be cut off very recently, abruptly by the other one yelling "son of a bitch" when they get hit with a fucking monster.
Yeah.
So do not think we are taking this seriously. We're actually having a good old time with this.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I've eaten. Make sure you eat.
I did.
Awesome. I listed a voucher.
One of the things is when the early Christian church actually came in, they destroyed a lot of the Viking culture, which actually happened to a lot of religions that they took from. If you've actually ever paid attention to most of the things they changed when a lot of the celebrations were, so a lot of different people would be willing to convert. They did that to the Irish, or to the Celtics, and a lot of others.
Side history lesson. If any of you are thinking Braveheart, you're 300 years too early. I like the enthusiasm, though.
You mean a few hundred years too late?
No, the first incursion was 300 years too early. The main one was 300 years too late.
Yeah.
Either way, you're 300 years off schedule. Have fun with that fact. Cue the more you know graphic that I don't know how to put on the screen.
Oh, you mean the rainbow thing?
Yeah.
It's like, the more you know.
So now, how many worshippers do you think are of your same religion today?
I know the fact that there are, if I remember correctly, there are about at least a good 1,500. That's being nice.
There's not very many.
Not very many local, but there are people starting to get back into it as they're finding more and more.
Which is good. On a side note, I am probably the only one left of mine, but that's fine. Anything else you want to add on the basics?
Well, besides for the fact that, yeah, almost every old religion, it kind of has different variant points. So there are going to be points where in the stories they either butt heads in some of the tales or anything else like that. It's all because of people's interpretations, because of how some people have, most of them are translated by word of mouth. So a lot of the meanings have changed.
Ah, yes. And I guess that's the segue. Alright, so here we go, kids. Get ready to get disappointed, because I know I will be. Oh, wait, what the fuck? How's he behind me?
Wait, what?
He literally just walked into the forest like, doo 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 doo. Hi, guys. Okay, I'm slashing your tail off now. Okay, well, I guess Toby Kadachi thought this was his segue, and he wanted to be in the video, so congratulations, Toby, you're now in the video. Say hi to the viewing fans. Wait, come back! We have to cut your tail off.
I want that tail.
Bring that ass here, boy! For those of you Monster Hunter nerds that want to know, this is a low-ranked Toby Kadachi, so no, I am not taking this seriously. If you have any inclination as to the arm I'm wearing. But this is one of my favorite monsters to fight. Viper Kadachi can go die in a fucking hole. I'm coming! I'm coming! Here. I got an idea. You wanna know what my idea is?
What?
My idea is I forget where I put the fucking item. Oh yeah.
What are you gonna
I have a
fly
health
squirrel?
booster for you.
Oh, why is it a flying squirrel?
Ow!
Since when did it become a flying squirrel? Jeez.
Oh yeah, it's always been able to do that. Oh, where?
Oh, nice.
But
Let me get off. Yeah, I say by sometimes I say by Jesus because I was raised in the Christian house. It all depends.
Need to borrow Apollo's bow for 2 fucking seconds. So... Ah! Give me the tail!
It didn't take it off, but it did destroy something.
Ow, it bit me.
Get down! Get over here! It's still like that. That is what it's gonna be known as.
So... Let's wait till things calm down a little bit till the flying squirrel has done having its fucking rainbow shots. Oh, never mind, it's dead. I stabbed it in the ass and it died.
I got the last shot in the butt.
Sounds like a bad time at a weird orgy.
You have no idea.
Moving on!
Moving on! Oh, this sounds like a conversation for, like, not me.
Exactly. So, I am a Christian skeptic, and I also adhere to the some of the Greek philosophies. Most of them, actually. All of them, pretty much. Some of them. It's very hard to tell in a video format, but here we go! So, and ask a rare on this one, I do say by Zeus or Apollo smite you a lot. Actually, a little too much sometimes.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't said that in front of your grandparents.
I have. I just kind of exited stage left very quickly.
Oh.
Hint, very quickly.
Yeah, you were like, oh, look at the time.
Grappling hook away.
My people need me.
So, kinda along the now a lot of you are probably gonna be questioning which ones. I'm not gonna go too into like specifics, but I do follow some of the Greek deities and how they acted in certain scenarios. Zeus was kind of a bastard most of the time. All of the Greek gods were fucked up. Do not get that wrong, but I love the main philosophy behind them and the reason and their whole existence. So that is why I align myself with that. Now, as for how many Greek worshippers are back in the world, I imagine I am the only fucker. The last of them. The last. I'm a shitty B-rate last of the Mohicans, let's face it.
Noted, I probably just offended a lot of people who were like worshipped the Norse gods by saying that there was only like 1,500.
Oh, by the way, yeah. So if you do worship the Norse gods or the Greek gods, please reach out to us because we're actually not sure how many of you are out there. So yeah, just go ahead and post your next quest since we did an optional mine. We'll just.
I'm kind of cool with doing another optional one.
Well, I was saying do your next one because we get you farther. What is your next one?
Let me check.
Go check.
I think, yeah, the reason why it just says head to Coral Highlands. I kind of just don't want to do that.
Oh, that's fun! Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna be looking at my cat's stuff in the workshop real quick.
You're just like, bye.
Now, mine steeps more in philosophy than religion. And that's just how I interpret it, so that's literally where I stand. If you think I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But, how to say this nicely?
Worship.
No. Zero fucks were given that day. Religion and philosophy are often intertwined, and while there are some acts that are questionable, I do like the idea that while these gods were gods, they were not just all-powerful, perfect beings, because, hate to break it to everyone, but we are not in a perfect world. So, you know, hate me if you will, but don't at me, I'm right. And because of being in that non-perfect world where there is corruption, evil, greed, hate, and all these things that a perfect God would not create, and don't give me that Eve ate an apple bullshit. It's just not happening, I'm sorry. Could my views change later on down the line? Sure. But I'm sure we'll cover a video about those and be just as offensive. In the meantime, I actually asked Riviera to be part of this video for a reason, and that's because both of our views on this matter kind of align in some ways.
Oh, I just found something, but it's on Wikipedia, so I don't really want to believe it. But there are about 2,000 to 100,000 people who are brought back the religion. They just changed it underneath a different name of Hellishmans. Ah,
okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. But anyway, go ahead and accept the quest. We're hunting 2 monsters, and I'm going to go get something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But so when you see when you say, oh, they don't care for the new age or anything like that, no, it's just I prefer honor and loyalty over everything else, and that's what the Greek gods kind of represented and still do.
Yeah.
No one just sees that because they see the dumb shit like the Zeus sing-along song that for some reason was in a Christian church that I was part of because of an ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, don't ask.
I don't feel like I want to.
Do I sound disappointed? Because I am. Now, in terms of like some of the I'm not gonna say hardships, but some of the things that we have to deal with. I really feel like you should really talk about the media thing first. I'm sorry. I feel like the Norse is misrepresented a lot worse than anything else.
Yeah, I have to admit that the TV show Vikings really didn't help with that.
It helped?
Yeah, it got people interested in the partial religion about like, they were like, oh, look at how cool they look. When, no, it was the culture. Like, I get the fact that like sometimes they can't get everything accurate. And they actually did clear up the fact that the horned helmets are actually just like part of an opera. That's not actually how they had their helmets. So I thank them for that. But it all depends because of, as I said before, everyone has a different take on that because of how the stories were translated, which really doesn't help.
Not
Because
only
then
how
they
they were
feel like they can
translated,
mix.
but I would like everyone to keep in mind this. One of the, we're going to take a non-religious book. The book, of Mice and Men has been translated into over, like, something like 45 times over 200 languages or some shit.
Yeah. All of which have changed.
And that's just a book about, I've never actually read of Mice and Men, I'll be honest.
It's basically about two people having to like they're constantly going through trouble. One of them's mentally disabled, and the other guy's taking care of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think I have read that. It was in school a long time ago, but that is sounding vaguely familiar. Now, I would also like to touch on some other things later on in the video, but that's gonna have to wait until after we kill at least one of these douche canoes. Oh, by the way, this is not a child-friendly video, so
No.
Copa, you can jolly well go away, please.
Yeah, I figured, considering the fact that when we said religion, that would have turned off a lot of kids' minds.
Yeah, but you know, Copa doesn't know that.
Yeah, they don't care.
I'm fairly certain Onision's doing something stupid, and I know that's an old meme, but I'm sure it's fucking true.
You're probably right.
I have found our first prey.
What are we fighting?
I forget. I know we're fighting a Kadachi, and then we're hunting something else afterward. I think a Pookie.
Oh yeah, because I found the footprints for it.
But two.
Oh, it's in the same place.
Yeah, literally. Now, to kind of put the point of philosophy forward for a second, I fully believe if you cannot respect another's decision of philosophy or anything really, that you do not deserve their respect in turn.
Yeah, you cannot demand respect when you will not give it to somebody else.
This is why I have always said, always will say, I respect those who respect me. Now, at first that may sound completely ass backwards, but think about it like this. If you're willing to give me the common courtesy in everyday life, then I will have shown your value as, you know, yes, you are going to respect my decisions, and I should in turn respect yours. And I generally err on the side of people will do that rather than won't, because from what I found, most people are pretty okay with life, so they're not gonna, like, you know, they're not gonna just go after you just for no reason. There are some special snowflakes out there, but we don't talk about them.
Yeah. There's always going to be people
Oh,
who take
and
the
before people say I am a Trump supporter for using the term special snowflake,
that was out before, actually.
yeah. So can you not? I mean, I don't mind them because, like, all politicians are kind of thieving douchebags. So don't know what you exactly expected. I'm sure he's done just as questionable shit in his day as any. Okay, well, Toby's dead.
Well then.
I stabbed him.
Oh, you're sharpening your blade?
No, I decided to kneel.
Oh.
Yes, I'm sharpening my blade. Okay, so where's the other thing we have to go kill?
I think it's the Pookie, but I don't know.
Oh, we'll find out when we get there, I'm sure. And before anyone laughs at me, I selected a quest that I knew she could play. I didn't look at it. I wasn't even sure we were hunting 2 monsters. But we are, because, not heading back to camp yet. So, where's the second? Oh, first Wyverian. Cool.
Wait, what? Where the hell did you go?
I jumped into the woods.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to stay together, man. Oh, material.
Well, there goes that train of thought. But when it comes to philosophy, go ahead, on the terms of, like, respecting one's philosophy, what do you feel like, Riviera? What do you feel is your status, norm, in that area?
I feel that, well, everyone should respect everyone else's decisions, and if you can't, like, let that go, honestly, be the bigger person. It's their life. It's not affecting you any. So just leave the person alone. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You go on your day without becoming angry?
Oh, and there go all the Karens getting pissed.
Oh yeah, I know. I've run into enough of them at work.
And just to disclose some of this, but not really give away anything significant, we both work in retail jobs. So I work as a cashier at a hardware store and her at a
Grocery store. I will not give the name.
Neither will I. Oh hey, something moved.
Oh. Oh. You there?
Yeah, sorry about that. I turned my head and apparently my microphone fell out.
Oof.
Big oof. And what moved was a leaf.
Oh. You
Alright.
a leaf.
So, I now have ADHD. Actually, I've always had it. It's a lie. It's a lie and I know it. But with how things go in the world, I'd say that's a fair response. Now, let me ask you, and I'll chime in on this one too. What's your view on fanatics?
Fanatics?
Yeah, like those who will convert you to their religion either by showing you the error of your ways because there's only one true, like, you know, those type.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to live in a house. Oh, found the creature.
Yeah. Awesome, I'm on my way. By the way, since we have last spoken about where I was, I've since fallen again.
You did not. Ew.
Help! I've fallen and I can't seem to figure out where the fuck I am. And if you're gonna ask how I got to Master Rank, I failed my way to Master Rank.
And he's taking off. Shit, he's fast.
See it, fast boy?
Little bastard. Yeah.
But, back on the, fanatic subject.
I get the fact that they want to try to help, but honestly what they're doing is they're just making their religion seem like something to be forced down people's throats, and that's not amusing.
It's also not okay.
Yeah, if the person doesn't like your religion, deal with it. Where the...
So the main aspect of this that I need to put forward is, because I do agree with her wholeheartedly, if you cannot deal with someone else thinking differently than you, then please become an adult.
Yeah. Be, as people say, the bigger person. Or as everyone else likes to paraphrase, be like Gandhi. Be silent. And go away.
In Civilization, we all know he's a fucking monster.
Yeah. He might have had some good things to say. Not a lot, but...
Well, no, I'm talking about in Civilization because they, like, fucked up and Nuke Gandhi is now a thing.
Yeah, we're also not going to talk about the fact that he slept with when he slept in his bed with his niece.
Yeah, okay,
Forgot that history lesson, didn't you?
No, I remembered. I'm not used to people bringing that part up. I'm very used to the, oh, he's an inspiration to us all, not, he's probably a pedophile.
Yeah.
So, Pookie is going to Pookie fucking die.
That's an interesting way of putting it. Am I going the right way? I hope I am. Are you?
You think you scare me? Alright, so now you just pissing me off. Ah yes, the Daka Daka device has returned. Oh yeah, look at that, he's dead. I guess I'll put this down for the fucking hell of it. I'm still poisoned, by the way. Just fun fact, FYI, just so you're, putting that out there.
Yeah, I know my cat's poisoned too.
Now, in terms of, I'm sure we both have stories, but you seem to be better at telling them than me because I sidetrack a lot. I do apologize.
Which story are you asking about?
Do you have any about, your religion coming to the forefront of an argument?
Yeah, there was a heavily Christian person who actually saw my necklace while I was scanning her groceries. And she had me lean over because she was talking very quietly and I'm partially deaf. And she just goes like, you do realize God loves you even if you don't love him. So you're still safe. I was like, Okay.
What?
I'ma go. Yeah, she had me lean over the register so I could listen to her, and she goes like, you know, God still loves you, even if you don't love him. I was like, yeah, we're gonna talk about Jesus, where everyone has taken his name, and we're gonna talk about God, where everyone has taken his name in vain, and used it to start wars. Oh, I'm sorry, crusades. And she just kind of leaned back and she was like, yeah, well, your people were monsters. I was like, my people let women have divorce.
Wait a minute. Did she really go from God still loves you to, yeah, well, your people did this?
Yeah, and then I basically pulled up a paraphrase from the Bible that basically stated if a woman was raped, the husband can give her to the rapist. Yeah, that shut her up and made her walk away.
I'm not gonna lie, that makes me second guess Sunday school for young ones.
Yeah.
And I want to let you know that I have had a very similar argument, but also kind of different, because mine wasn't at a grocery store, mine was at the fucking movie theater.
Oh. That must have been fun.
So Master Snake, another YouTuber that I know, and I've done collabs with him. Link will be whenever I can figure out how to fucking put it. Good luck finding it.
Just put it in the description.
I've tried that.
Oh. You haven't actually just copied the link of his thing and then... Never mind.
I'll try that. No, I just typed out the video name. By the way, full note, you're gonna meet my new editor some video soon. Actually, it'll probably be the next video that we post later tonight. Note on that later. Riviera, you're gonna be in for a surprise.
Oh?
Well, okay, you're not gonna meet her directly. We're gonna have a video about her.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, so, but first things first and foremost, gotta put it up there. So, Master Snake and I went to go see, of all things, this was a Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Now,
great movie, by the way.
Yes, it is. Now, we had some time to kill around the theater before showing, so we, we're just walking around, doing our thing. I happen to have a Warhammer 40k shirt on. It's a very common thing that you'll probably hear me yell, not only in videos, but fun fact, real life too, so yes, I'm probably crazy. But it shows a Space Marine, and it says Abandon Reason, No Only War. Now, this is taken from both the Space Marine game and the Tactics game, as well as the Russian Badgers YouTube channel. He shouts this quite frequently.
Abandon Reason, No Only War. Sorry.
Exactly. No, it's fine. If you're gonna do it, abandon reason, no only war. Oops. But so now that we're done shouting for no apparent reason, other than we like yelling.
Yeah, we do.
So we had a discussion with this lady who was coming out of a subway. The subway was near the movie theater, and Master Snake and I needed the subway. we were both hungry and we needed Subway, as you.
I'm guessing there's also like an inner store that was like a topic trends, because I think I know what movie theater you were going
You know
to.
right where we were then. So this old lady comes out. She's walking with a cane and literally is carrying her purse is plat white with a gold cross, and it says "Kneel before the cross." And without going into too much detail, now you would think Sarge could just walk by and be the beggar person, and I did, until she said, "Jesus hates your kind." First of all, I would like to point out that in this idyllic version of Jesus we're using, Jesus does not hate, or he cannot. Agreed?
Yeah, that's practically what every single person in church always says.
Now, she then decided that Dakota was going to be her target of the day, and attempted to stop him from entering the subway. Subway. Thank you. And
Okay.
that, she was going to tell Master Snake that he needed Jesus in his life. Y'alls need Jesus. And told me she would get to me in a minute. Now, in terms of my religion and philosophy, yes, everything told me to go be the bigger person and walk away. However, if you've ever met a Warhammer fan,
There's a little voice inside your head that says, "For the God Emperor!"
there's a little voice in your head that says exactly what my shirt said, that I'm not yelling because everyone else in my house is asleep.
Same.
So I decided to stick around because I was very curious at what this lady had to say, and I'm gonna say I don't think she meant any malice by it, so I'm not trying to throw her character under the bus, but I'm also gonna say I'm gonna throw her character under the bus. Because she looked at me and said that she hoped I burnt in the deepest pit of hell. To which I retorted with, and this is petty, I know, you can judge me if you will, that at least I didn't take my God showing someone they loved him by sacrificing himself to himself from a plan he already knew was going to fail. Oh boy, did
to remember that.
when I went there, she was mad. Now, I oversimplified and over-exaggerated bits and pieces in order to piss her off. After all, if you're a Warhammer fan, you already know the phrase, abandon reason. So let's hop on that train and ride it. She then told me that I had no business talking to her, stormed off to her car, to which she forgot she'd locked herself out and had to sit on the hood of the car while AAA came to save her sorry ass. Karma. There you
Man,
are.
instant karma is the best.
And the funny thing is I didn't tell her this because she's an asshole, but the passenger side door was ajar enough that you could have opened it.
Man, I love that pettiness.
Oh yeah, it's petty. And before you all say in the comments I should have been a bigger person, you're absolutely right.
But she started it.
Weren't you just spouting peace and love 5 minutes ago?
Excuse me, my culture is basically I'm not allowed to have mead hall reveries where I'm drinking from the skulls of my enemies after stealing all their shit because it's frowned upon in the 21st century.
You know what? I don't know why I asked you.
You forget Viking.
Because when I asked you, I was like, oh yeah, this is not walking into a guillotine whatsoever. Like, I fully expect that if I was to be shot next to you, the first thing you're doing is taking my wallet.
I don't know if I should be hurt or just go like, you accurate.
So, I do believe that will wrap up this rather long and arduous video. I'm Sarge, and this is Riviera. And let's hope to see you on the next Sarge's Recap.